What makes the average individual extraordinary? This is the ultimate question of nature versus nurture. Maybe I thought at first it has to do with our genetic structure, what we were born with. Maybe there's some certain skill that we've developed over the years with practice. Or maybe there's a certain tool, an asset, a secret weapon which can enhance a standard individual's performance from average to extraordinary. And after dedicating my life to research of those around me and the amazing people that I've met, also here in this conference, I'm proud to stand before you today and share the secret weapon with you. The secret weapon is the high five. You see, a common misconception is that the high five is an innocent, fun, and insignificant gesture which two people simply create contact by slapping each other's palms. But it's actually an acquired skill through practice that can be used to share appreciation, recognition, and love. A well-executed high five transfers to the individual positive messages such as, well done, I'm proud of you, I believe in you, I recognize your efforts, I respect you, I'm your friend, I'm your brother, and I got your back. I mean, let's take a step back and think about this for a second. Until now, all of you guys have been clapping for me and the TED speakers, which is just high-fiving yourself over and over again for someone else, so we thank you for the applause this far. But looking into the world of research, we see that physical touch has been shown to promote cooperation, to soothe in times of stress, to communicate distinct emotions, and even to make inferences of warmth and trust. There's actually an amazing study that I read about done by the University of Berkeley in the 2008-2009 NBA season, which measured physical touch amongst teammates. And what they found is that prior to the beginning of the season, actually the team that had the most amount of high fives and touch was the same team that took the championship that season. Interesting, I know. But where did this all come from? Well, believe it or not, it dates back only 36 years ago, the earliest recorded occurrence of the high five at least, between two players of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Glenn Burke and Dusty Baker. Baker just smashed a home run over the fence, and as he was rounding home plate, Burke was standing at home plate with his hand high up in the air, and out of instinct decided to smack it. But I don't believe that. I think we've been primed to high five. So, first I took a look back in history. The Cueva de los Manos, the Cave of Hands in Santa Cruz, Argentina, dating back 9,000 years ago, where you can see the predecessors of the ancestors of the Tehuelche people signaling five all over the cave walls. Or even famous cultural symbols, such as the famous statue of the Tiantan Buddha in Hong Kong, just chilling, waiting to get a high five. Even here in the Middle East, within our own culture, the Khamsa, which serves as a sign of protection from the evil eye for multiple major religions, all these indicating a possible high five from the past. In today's culture, we see this everywhere. Think about it. You see it everywhere from the business offices, to the sports field, to the schoolyard, to the hospitals, to the army, and anywhere you can imagine, because we have the desire to share love, appreciation, and recognition with others. Even from birth, our most developed sense is touch. And even now, in this more developed form, we seek to maintain this touch in our lives. We've even created a language which describes our desire to create this touch. Phrases such as, "Don't leave me hanging," "Lay me some skin," are used in other languages in the international form. But it doesn't even end there. We even use this to reconnect with non-humans, whether it's teaching our household pet to extend its arm to give us some love, or even reconnecting with primates that may not always be accessible in our communities. Whatever it is, we've initiated interspecies contact with the goal of sharing this love, not just with humans, but with everyone. Now, I've also learned to use this as a motivational asset within my work in life. Over the last 4 years, I've had the privilege to work as a trainer for high school students in Israel. Now, these students come to these really grueling practices which require them to overcome a psychological barrier through a physical experience. Now, when I say physical experience, I'm not talking about going to the gym and lifting some weights, right? I'm talking about endlessly climbing sand dunes, sprinting and training in swamps, or an endless game of tug of war which requires you to fight with every fiber in your body. But whatever it is, we do it together. But sometimes together is not enough. We have to give meaning to this together. So I established something in my practices that I call the high five policy. This policy states that when passing another, you must give them a high five. Now, it doesn't matter if you're racing him, if you're working together, or just see one another in the street. When you see this person, for whatever reason it is, you must pass on the appreciation, the recognition, and love. And what I found is by the end of these practices, what once seemed to them as inconceivable or unimaginable is nothing more but a memory of victory. But let's take this one step forward. I actually want to use you, the audience, properly demonstrate how to high five, because believe it or not, I don't think you all know how to do it properly. So I'm actually going to need a brave volunteer who wants to get up on the stage. I saw this hand first. In third row, blue shirt. Yeah, come up here. You give him a round of applause. What's your name? Omri. Wonderful. Come take a step right here. Wonderful. So Omri and I are about to demonstrate for you all how we properly give a high five. Now, I want you to be focused on me. Don't imagine that there are 500 people here. Now, what we actually do usually is the common mistake of maintaining eye contact or actually watching each other's hands. The correct technique is actually to watch each other's elbows from the moment of initiation until completion. I'm going to count to 3. You're going to watch my elbow. I'm going to watch your elbow. 1, 2, 3. Oh, perfect. Well done. Let's stay here. Don't worry. Now, Omri's already feeling the love, the appreciation, recognition. This is an important skill to practice, so make sure you do so with the supervision of an adult. But why is it so important to practice a skill? Because when we're unsuccessful, what happens... Well, we'll get to it. What happens is exactly what all of us in this room are feeling right now. We feel the twists and turns in our stomach, the emotions of embarrassment and all those negative things, and what we like to call as professional high fivers, it sucks. Right? So first of all, I want to complete this high five. Thank you very much, Omri. Let's be honest, right? It's happened to all of us. We walk into a party to greet a friend, put our hand high up in the air, he doesn't see us, and now we're praying for an escape route out of there. But this is exactly why we have to master this skill. Because now rather than celebrating and recognizing the other, I put myself, the receptor of the high five, and even those in the vicinity who witnessed the unsuccessful attempt, in a state in which we're all susceptible to emotions such as frustration, rejection, and disappointment. In the end of the day, it's about sharing the love and not leaving your friend hanging up above. Now, once you've mastered this skill, you can take it one step further into the more exciting and challenging high fives. For example, the double five, in which 2 people high five with both hands simultaneously, thereby doubling the amount of love. Or, if you're in a group, the group five, where anywhere from 3 to 8 individuals collaborate for a group celebration, letting everyone gain from the benefits. Or, the running five, in which one friend runs along a line of teammates, collects the love from everyone, puts some in your pocket, saves some for later. And lastly, my favorite, whether your friend is on the other side of the room or even the other side of the world, the high five that allows you to gain from the benefits of touch without touch, the wireless connection, the Wi-Fi. Now, I'm a student of psychology, and as such, my motivation doesn't arise from the desire to treat psychopathologies and study them. For me personally, it comes from a place where I want to study and understand behaviors that shift the average into extraordinary. And I believe the high five is a simple act which does exactly that. By increasing positive emotions in the other, we thereby increase their emotions of self-worth. And by making others better, we thereby make ourselves better. In the end, it's all about recognition, appreciation, and love. And by sharing these wonderful, beautiful emotions with others, we can thereby create a better tomorrow today. High five. Thank you very much.